Welcome to part 2 of finding out what the heck this game is that I bought based on the music. Okay, if I recall correctly, yes, our science ship is heading to Mars, and I'm researching EVA airlock. I'm sure I was constructing something. Actually, I was constructing the science center, which is now, yeah, that's built. Okay. This can collect some more of that to get it out of my way. I'm wondering if it's worth building a second one of these just to collect all the ore and get the space freed up. I've got a reasonable amount of space now. If I jump back to this view, I don't think there's much else I can do except wait right now. So let's watch our ship slowly move across the solar system. Or, for that matter, jump to this view. Okay. No, yes, no, maybe. This thing.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Yep. Build the airlock. Okay, I see. I'm just puzzled why I built this, but I don't see any difference between the icons to know that that one's built and this one's not, kind of thing. That. Okay. Those are the ones that aren't built. Insect farm or probe launcher. Well, I can afford both. One hazards a guess that we need both eventually. Let's go with... yeah, let's go with that. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not boning myself by doing that. Okay, build airlock. Cool. That would be under space, surely. Yes. Right. Choose vacant area near a wall. Yeah, it has to be. Oh, I can be on this side. Okay. This thing is freaking enormous. Alright, can I bulldoze some road somehow? It would be really helpful. Yes. Okay, cool. Then I can build that. Then I can rebuild the road. Actually, let's do that while I'm at it. Okay. For a moment there, I thought these two squares of road weren't there. It's just perspective. Let's see. That needs 90 ore. Cool. Feels like you have to be quite strategic about which bits of ore you collect just to make space for things. Yeah, meanwhile, we got to Mars. Let's find out what we're doing here. Okay. Okay, so if I'm reading this correctly, I pay them 20 alloy, or I pay them 10 and 10 polymer. Well, I don't have much polymer, I'm going with the alloy option. And I need to assign a ship to doing that. Yes. Or possibly I read that back to front. Maybe I get the alloy, whichever. Cool. Something's happening regardless. That's still being constructed. This may as well start collecting these. Oh, okay, yeah. Is that... Are you collecting? Or no, you're going there. Why is it not collecting now? I thought I knew what I was doing, and now it's not behaving the way I thought. Supposed to. Maybe it can't collect while it's building, is that the problem? $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $65, yeah. Well, watch and see, I guess. Speed that up. We completed one of those. Let's do the other one. Currently guessing that you have to complete each ring before you can move into the next ring. There's quite a lot going on in this game, which is where the challenge will come in, I'm sure, as things get more progressive, or yeah, go further. Okay. They are finally coming from here. Okay, I don't know why they didn't start driving down here sooner, but maybe there's only 5 trucks per... Feels like there might only be 5. That could be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They teleport, which is weird.
Completed a task.
Okay. Cool. Okay. If I look at that, I think that little green bar, of which there's only 2 marks left, is the how often they have to return to home thing. So let's send them home before going to Saturn, which is kind of on the way anyhow. And I do like the fact it's having to curve it around the sun and not just go in a straight line, but I'm now wondering if the planets actually move. I mean, if this is cycles as in days, 43 days is not very long in the terms of planetary rotation. Who knows? Maybe I will remember to check in about a year and see if the planets are in a different alignment. Although in a year, presumably Earth, and therefore Tikkun, would go all the way around. We'll see what happens. That is constructing at last. Don't know what I meant to do with it, mind you, but it's constructing. Okay, we've finished the insect farm. Yes, the new ring opens up. Cool. Now I have 0 science, and if I am understanding this correctly, yeah, it will produce 1 every 30 cycles, of which we're up to cycle 45 right now. How's the food situation going? Yeah, I'm guessing that's okay. 6 and 30. If this needed more than 6, it would presumably pull it in from there. 1 food feeds 15 crew members. I have 79, which is 6. Okay, sure. Right. So I've got 5 more food cycles of food. Meal cycles of food. I hope there's a way of getting more food soon. How's my ship going? Nope, you're still green. Okay, well, go there. Okay, so what does this actually do? Repairs hull. Right, it's got 2 alloy stock. Yep, higher than limit. Okay, I can construct stuff. Mostly solar panels. And engines, there we go. Okay, right. I need a Vol engine at some point.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Cool. How's my power going? 6 available. 54 of 60, I'm guessing that's power. Yeah, I probably need to build one of these. Okay. If I can figure out where my hull rating is. Up there. Thousand of 1,000, I'm assuming that's good. Right, build this. Yes. Go back inside. Yes, we arrived at Saturn. Okay. Sure, I don't know what either of these things does. Let's just go with that one. Ah, I can make food. Okay, I definitely want that. That's what an insect farm does. I did wonder. Alright. Infirmary. I know I need that at some point. What's this building? That's the workshop. Okay, sort of getting into the, I think it's letting me do stuff on my own stage. Finish implementing the Volt engine via the build. Okay, so I need to build that Volt engine now. Fair enough. Well, I'll finish those solar panels first, which I think I've done. You can build this, which takes 100. Sure.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay. Yes, that's working. All right. I will need. That and that.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Cool. They EVA'd and didn't die in the process. That seems like a good thing. Ready for extraction. Cool. Yes, there we go. Sometimes you just have to wait, I think. Also, my my cargo ship. How about you collect that? Resources available. Yeah, collect those. Didn't realize I hadn't triggered that already. Yep. It's definitely feeling like the kind of game where you need to just speed it up from time to time because you've done everything you can configure, done everything you can queue up. How's my science going? 10? Right, yeah, fine. Definitely need a better source of science than just this thing sitting idle. 79 of 79 crew members are lacking quarters. I did notice there was this. Okay. I'm going to make you live next to the insect farm. I don't know if you like that or not. These were 15 per, right? 15, that's 60. I need 2 more. Yeah. I could have put them there. Oh well. No active health buildings. but no one's injured. Yeah. We'll die after a few. Okay. We definitely need to build a hospital at some point. You need to collect that and that. Yeah, I definitely feel like having more than one of these would be good because I've got two things demanding ores now. And it looks like the most recent one you selected is the one that gets the ore. Okay. If I build one of these, yeah, that also costs. Okay, fine. How's my science going? You're done? Still just got those 2 green bars. I really need to know what that means at some point. Don't see any other objectives out here at the moment. Presumably you should come home. A bit like that, thank you. Yeah. Right, was that my... Nope. Okay, this is the other thing. I could be building myself a mining ship. I feel like a mining ship might let me get more stuff. This view. Nope. Never mind. When a ship came in a little while ago, I thought it might have been the plank getting repaired or whatever, but nope. Guessing it was the cargo ship delivering stuff. Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Does this need me to do anything? No, it just produces. 1 food per cycle. Is there a meal cycle for every cycle? Because that would be a sign that I need 6 of these. Cycles are timing cycle 1 revolution. Yeah. Right, no resources available for mining, so this can just sit around doing nothing. From now on, you're allowed to collect anything as soon as it becomes available. one more piece of ore going here. Bingo, now we're constructing the fall engine. I have 10 sites, I assume that's not enough to do any of these things. They all need 45. Cool. Right, meal cycle. Very curious to figure out the meal cycle to cycle ratio. It seems like only certain cycles are meal cycles. Take a mental note that cycle 60 was a meal cycle. Alright, let's listen to the computer talk to me.
Administrator, because of your continued successful management of the Tycoon, Dolos have authorized the dispatch of new crew members and food supplies. Please ensure that they have suitable accommodation once you reach Proxima Centauri.
Okay.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Right. What kind of ship does people transfer? Is it a cargo ship? People cargo. Ooh, I'm getting food. Hooray. Workers. Wow, okay. Yes, people are cargo. Awesome. Cool. I therefore need more habitats. Again, 2, 3. I'm running low on ore at last. Well, maybe not that low. I have... yeah, fine. 180 by 15. It's going to be 12, right? I'm sure someone can correct me on the mental arithmetic just there, but I need more of the buildings is the fundamental point I'm trying to make. Okay, that's all my problem. Can I delete this section of road? Yes. Cool. Therefore, I can build more of these along there. How are we going? Is this thing empty? Yes. Right. I am supposed to depart from the solar system. I need to make sure my ship is where it's meant to be. Yes, good. There's nothing left to collect.
Administrator, the different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed. You must now start the full bonding procedure. Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past. As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tycoon is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
Okay. I assume you're on board the Tycoon or however it's pronounced. It'd be really quite amusing if you just got left behind on Earth. Anyway, yes, we got all our people. This has a 1 on it, but I'm assuming that... Oh, you can have ships in different sectors. Alright. I don't think there's anything else I need to do here. Move the Tycoon into orbit around the moon. Alright. Moon. Do I click this? No. Move to moon orbit departure point. And how would I do that? Ah, like that. Okay. Oh, it even rotates. That's pretty cool. Nevertheless, let's speed that up. Right, now I can press this. Just before I do, I want to double check there's no special events out there. This needs to collect more of that. And then that one, I guess. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Okay, before I do that, where are my batteries? Okay, to me that reads as though my batteries have 0 power left in them. it would be a bit of a dick move by the game if it then killed me, because yeah. Right. Let's do one thing here. Let's find out if I can save game. Okay. A. Cool. Now I can press this and not worry about what's going to happen. Do it!
In accordance with Kraus Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tycoon before Volt Jump initiation.
As far as I know, they're all at the Tycoon. Also, I noticed there's a sort of depression in the orbit rings underneath the sun.
Full engine
That's cool.
ready.
Go for it. Did I mention I like the music? Oh no, we landed at Beta Centauri by mistake. Okay.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the Earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath.
No kidding.
Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the Earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
Oops. I did wonder if doing that near the moon was a bad idea, by the way. Not that I was given much choice by the game, but like, if you need to leave one gravity well, wouldn't you want to leave all of them?
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected. Multiple digital security breaches found within full jump routines. Full engine critically damaged.
Okay,
Hull integrity compromised.
figured.
Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth.
Probably because we blew up the moon.
Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet. Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
Yep. Okay, cool. Those two make sense.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Right. Feed 1,000 crew members. I only have 178. Oh, that's right. Okay. That'll be, yeah, 178 times, yeah, the cycles. Alright. Build a probe launcher. Okay, that sounds doable. This thing, however, is repairing hull. And my hull integrity is minus 28 by the look of things. Sure, that used to say 1,000 out of 1,000, but whatever. It requires 2 to do 35 points per cycle. Okay, well, you've got ore, that's fine. This is as full as it can get. I need more food production. Easy peasy. Let's do this. I'm going to build one at a time. These produce 1 food per cycle. Okay, that comes back to this thing. There was a meal cycle just a moment ago. Guessing that was cycle 71? Maybe this will tell me. Food. That does not answer my question. Yeah, I don't want you guys to have to sit there while I read that many tutorial pages. Alright, this thing is built. Cool. So if this, okay, let's just do some mental math here, right? We've got, I saw mealtime at 60 cycle and approximately 70, maybe 71. Let's say it's every 10, just for guesswork. And these are producing 1 each per cycle. That should be 20 food per 10 cycles, and therefore is more than the 12 I need to feed everyone. Fingers crossed that's enough for the moment. Meanwhile, this thing was not enabled. Okay. Let's watch that go through, and this is now +7. It was -20 something. That's per cycle though. Okay, let's just speed up for a sec. Right, 75 is meal cycle. That's not good, because that means it's probably every 5, not every 10. I need 4 of these. That's going to take ages to clear. How much does it cost to build one of these? 20. Yeah. Alright. Oops. Oh. I clicked on something accidentally, I think, that triggered this, so... Something may... Yep, that's what I think happened. Yeah, that one.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Good. Right. We also need to build a hospital at some point. How's this going? Ah, that's where the thing is. Okay. +7 balance per cycle. Right. What I need to look at. Okay. So we didn't leave. Where did all the planets go? Alright, we need to send a science ship to Earth. Okay, well, Plank can go there. I was under the impression we jumped to a different star system.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Yeah, survivors makes sense to me. There was another comment that I need to pay attention to. In the tutorial help file thing, it was saying there's a limit to it. Ah, there we go, 750 crew. I have nowhere near that many, that's fine. I was concerned that I needed to build more of them. Right. Definitely need to build that hospital someday. Let's do it before it becomes a problem. Okay, and I think I'm getting to the point where I need to stop predicting and wait, because if I run out of ore and need to build something important, that could be quite a problem. It'd be really handy if there was anywhere I could send my mining ship that I built for no reason. Alright, I need to build a probe launcher, that was the other thing. I'm guessing that is an external. Maybe not. Nope, okay. Oh lord, that's huge. Okay. Does it fit on this side? No. It's going over here then. Right. Future note, don't put your small buildings on the outer ring of the space station, because you may need to build giant things like this. That was me thinking probes would be small. Okay. Trust in the administrators is 71%, but it's increasing. Good. I'm probably going to need more power again at some point. But I do have a hospital now.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Cool. What is a steel? Alright, ready for extraction. Yes, please extract all the stuff. Hopefully that means my cargo ship is doing its thing since I told it to collect anything. Yep, there it goes. What are we picking up? Those two. Cool. I've got plenty. Actually, I probably don't have plenty of storage for that. Unless it starts dumping it as those supply crates. Build me another one of these. Just in case. So you need to start collecting that, which is the last of my ore. Well, I say it's the last of my ore, I just got 37, but you get what I'm saying. Okay. Doesn't feel like the Dolos headquarters would still be standing if everything else is a wasteland, but we'll investigate that. I have enough science now that I could actually be researching something. So what are my options? Batteries, which I presumably have because we were running on battery power before. Turns iron into alloy, okay.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Right. Oh, yes, you're extracting the stuff. Do the extraction stuff, please. How's my cargo ship going? It's still got lots of stuff to collect. Yep, that'll be going for a while. That's cool. Now, presumably, you can't multi-select these. No, I thought not. Right, this thing's built at last. Okay, we need to build a probe. That costs polymer, and is done. Well, no, supplied. Done soon. It looks remarkably like Voyager, but hey, that's probably intentional. I still don't understand this efficiency thing, but the higher the hull integrity is, the longer it will take to identify new breaches and repair, lowering the efficiency. Yeah, so maybe it never goes below 50%, because I think that's what it was on when I had 1,000 or whatever. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing, and it's good to keep track of, we've got ore sitting here and it's being delivered not just to my storage yard, but to wherever it's actually required. That's a good sign and tells me that stuff can sit here at least for a little while without just vanishing. Which is going to be good because I don't think I have a way to use up 65 polymer right now. Probe. Okay. I built my probe, now what am I meant to do with it? Have all the planets disappeared because Earth is gone? We don't have tracking of them? I can see that being a thing, and therefore you have to rediscover them with the probe. If I click this... Right. Ah, okay. Cool. So... There. Lots of iron over there. Let's count the rings. Mars would be this one, right? it's just pretty even regardless. There we go, that. Let's send my probe over here to collect sciencey stuff, if that's what it does. Meanwhile... Sure. Pretty sure my home is destroyed too, like everything else, but let's investigate and be sure. Meanwhile... I think it's time we speed up. This has, okay. There is a maximum capacity. That's worth knowing. I think it would be sensible to have this collect ore as well. And if they're adjacent, it doesn't look like you need to send trucks anywhere, which is cool. Okay, back to here. Jupiter. Cool. My probe found Jupiter. I'm confused. 0 available. Is my probe done? Hang on. Probe launch view. Ah. Okay. We need lots of probes. Can do. Can I because truck? Okay, fine. One at a time, but they don't take long. Well, they take time, but they don't take a lot of
Science
long.
ship team has completed a task.
Yay! Tell me about my destroyed home. Yep, that's what I expected.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay. Find an asteroid with iron deposits. Okie dokie. Once my probe is ready, I will. Alright, let's launch that probe. Asteroid with iron deposits is what we want. Okay. This... Is there one closer? Yes. How about that? Okay. My science ship. Okay, the green bar has gone up, but I still don't know what the green bar means. Go over there, please. And it's a meal cycle. Excellent. This takes 12. I'm producing... Yeah, I think I'm producing enough.
A probe has completed its scan.
Cool. That should, in theory, mean that my mining ship can now go and collect iron. Hooray! I built it and it actually serves a purpose. It is a meal cycle. Why is that flashing? Okay. Right, I have tons of ore now, which means I should probably be jumping to this view.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Ah, I'll deal with that in a second. I want to... I don't understand the difference between set 1 and set 2 unless it's just where they get placed. Those are both built. Alright, build that. And let's build... Nope. Nope. I don't feel like I need to build any of those. Population management, there's a thing I've not looked at before. Right. Doesn't look like I need that yet. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video again.